I think is a method for cooperation among universities. So they are working as a one body, subscribe in international resources as one institution, one organization, and negotiate as well with international company and international as one consortium. So you have a way to press on them on the financial technique and also in the technical methods in providing access to resources to us. So you can get better value, more benefits from them, and also providing access to large spectrum of the researcher in Egypt, and also achieve fairness in providing access to resources. So the people who are living in South Valley have access like the people who are living in Cairo to these resources. In the past, we have people who are prevented from having access to, and they have to travel from their countryside to Cairo, and sometimes they shocked they cannot find the resource which they are looking for, which make a lot of trouble for them. Now when you're providing access to them from their home or universities, that means you're providing great value to these resources.
Yes. So what about the Egyptian University Libraries automation? What is meant by this project? Is something beyond what you're actually talking now?
This is another important project actually we are working in.
So it's also different than the digital divide? Two separate projects?
It is part of the digital divide. We're trying to close the digital divide by providing access to all the resources you should provide to, regardless it is international or local resources. So we have access to the international resources through the International Digital Library. We subscribe in international resources through the digital library, providing access to researchers and students through this digital library. Actually we have almost 40,000 beneficiaries from this library, users for this library. The other part of the story, you have the local resources which are resides in the local physical libraries, like the college library, faculty libraries, and you have resources which are books and theses, and you have to provide access to these resources at least in the level of data. What's available there?
But what is more the strategies to be more specific in actually achieving this goal that you're using now?
The strategy is to provide them access to the whole resources which you should have access to through digital technique, digital platforms. So we have platforms for the digital resources which are available over there, outside of the country, and the other part is having access to the local resources which are reside in the physical library. So you have a book, you have at least the data of this book, you can find them, you can search about them in the internet, and you know where the book available to, so you can find this book, you can borrow this book, you can use this book in educational purpose or research purpose.
Yes, so world's economies are increasingly based on knowledge and information. Knowledge is now recognized as the driver of the productivity and economic growth. As a result, there is a new focus on the role of information technology and learning and economic performance. How can digital libraries enhance economy based on knowledge, and how does this impact the country in general?
Yeah, this is a very important question, and this will take me to the main pillars of our country right now. We all know that the Constitution of 2014 include two very important statements. These two statements would bridge us and take us to this new environment. And it's the first time to be mentioned in the Constitution. The first statement is the country should work to eliminate the digital divide. That means the country should put a strategy to teach students how to work in the digital environment, and eliminate the digital divide means for the whole population, not just for students, but you should start with the student from the beginning. And also, the Constitution includes that one of the major investment of the country is in information. Once you invest in information, this will facilitate transferring.
This leads to research as well. I mean, this is the main pillar.
Teaching, research, and innovation as well. And innovation as well. You know, like creating a digital device, software. And you know, one of the statements mentioned by President Obama in USA when he's speaking in one of the Minnesota University, I think, he informed students that you have not to just to use technology. I want you to innovate in technology, build new software, build a small device to be integrated with. This is the innovation. It's not just to use technology, also to innovate in technology. You know, like building a digital form for educational material. This digital form help in decreasing the digital gap. I will go back to the knowledge-based economy. The knowledge-based economy is based on having knowledge. This knowledge you can sell them. Like you have a patent. This patent you need a new idea, and you can sell this to a pharmaceutical company. You can sell it to digital manufacturers, like mobile device, so they can use this to build a new, or you can invest in your country to build this new device. This is the meaning of having knowledge-based economy, is to build a knowledge. This knowledge might be sold, might be used to achieve investment, achieve income to the country.
Yes, definitely.
Well, just a final question, Dr. Khaled. Now as the Cairo International Book Fair is being held currently, just coming to a general question in Egypt and the situation of libraries in general, and that knowing that the Egyptian culture, the children are not used to as much as abroad, the concept of reading. You would see them around when you travel anywhere in the world, they're moving with a book. They're reading books everywhere with them. We don't have this. It's not embedded in our culture. Maybe, I don't know if it's due to schools' lack of libraries. How would you see the concept of reading with the Egyptians, and how can we enhance, or maybe more efforts maybe in schools to sort of bring up in the children the concept of reading and the importance of reading?
You know, while I'm studying in elementary schools and middle school, we have a class in the library. Class is the library. So
I think now it's being taken away.
Yeah.
Because there's no
This is
time.
built the people who like to read. You know, they spend time in library.
They get used to the idea. Even if they don't like it at the beginning, I think they just get used to it.
They exchange books together, so you build the skills of reading. You know, you enhance the skills of reading.
Or you can have competitions maybe in schools. If you read, I don't know how many books you get. What I mean, that's what you see abroad. Why don't we have any of these tools or policies done in our schools in Egypt?
Yeah, this tool, we need a strategy from the Minister of Education, the Minister of Higher Education, to go back to these classes, you know, because it's very important to make people love books, students love books and read books. This will cross a little bit of the gap, but it will not cross the whole gap. You should also work in more investmental libraries, you know, providing new books and new techniques, you know. It's not now having the books in your hand to read it. It's available in digital devices, and all the young students and the adults going to use these devices, and they like to read through the digital devices more than reading the physical book.
Well, Dr. Khaled Abdel Fattah Mohamed, thank you very much. We'd like to thank you, the Director of the Egyptian University's Libraries Consortium. And now we'll be moving to a short break, and we'll be right back.